guys, what is up? Brendan here, aka Brenbo, and we're back with another video in the Charger RT. You might be wondering why I'm wearing the same clothes as last video, and that's because I'm filming it at the same time. I've realized that they're the two same concepts, and they're not going to take very long to film, so I'm just recording them at the same time. But as you guys can tell by the title, it's 5 things I hate about the Charger RT. And if you guys haven't already, check out my 5 things I love about the Charger RT right here. Because you guys, after you hear the hate, you want to hear what's good about it too, right? If you like the Charger, you want to know what's good and what's bad. Or if you're looking at buying one, I don't know, but check it out right here. So, as I said in my TT video, I love this car, and I drive it a lot because it's my brother's, if you guys didn't know. And I love this car. It's very good, especially for being an American car. And I always say this, and people always get mad, but as you guys know, American cars always aren't as good as foreign cars. But this car is a very good car. So before I start hating on this car, I want to let you guys know that this is a very good car. And it was kind of hard actually to think of 5 things. I was originally going to do 10, and I just couldn't even think of 10 things. So I'm going to do only 5, and that was even hard. So here is 5 things I hate about the Charger RT. So to begin, the steering wheel. It looks very outdated for 2010 because this is a 2010 Charger RT all-wheel drive, and I just had to say that just in case you didn't watch my last video. And the all-wheel drive is very rare, like I said, and being all-wheel drive, higher wheel gap, more suspension travel. That's basically all it is, and then it has a differential in the front. But the steering wheel looks very outdated. I don't know what it is. I think it's the center where the horn is. It has the ram symbol, and they don't use that anymore, and maybe that's why. But the buttons, they're not too outdated looking. I think it's just the shape. For some reason, the shape just looks very outdated. My car, 2003 Audi TT, it's even older, but for some reason the steering wheel doesn't look outdated. I don't know. I think it's the shape of the spokes maybe on the steering wheel. The weird position. I'm going to show a pan right now. You guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know. But just right when I looked at this car or saw the steering wheel for the first time, I just noticed that it just looked a little bit outdated. Second, another thing to do with the steering wheel, and that's the horn. This is probably the most dumbest thing ever, but you have to press so hard on the steering wheel to press the horn, because in the middle, it's all rubber, and the rubber flexes. And even when the rubber flexes, it doesn't hit the horn. So you gotta push down on the horn to flex the rubber, and then even harder. So it feels like you're just applying all your pressure to this horn. And I'm not sure if that's on all Chargers or if it's just this one. I don't know, maybe it's defective, but it just seems like you'd use all your force just to press down the horn. And I think in a very close or you don't have much time to press the horn situation, it would fail because you have to press it so hard, or you might have the adrenaline. I don't know. I'm just saying the horn is very hard to press. Next, being a Charger, a full family size sedan, this is a very, very long car. And when you compare this to my car or even a Camaro Mustang, it's longer, especially my car. But this is a very long car, so therefore it is very hard to park, merge on the highway, switch lanes on the highway, anything you have to look back and make sure you're clear, or just move your car in a close area. This is very hard to do. Parallel parking is a complete nightmare in this car just because you can't see the back all the way, and then the hood's very long. Everything's just very long, so it's just very hard to get in close spaces, and then it's just also very hard when you're switching lanes or doing anything like that. It's wide also, so when I first drove this car, I was way to the right just because it's so wide, I guess, compared to my car at least. This might be an average car widthness. I don't know. My car, I know, is very small and short, but just when I drove this for the first time, I was way off the road. And I don't know, it's just a way wider car than my car. I'm not going to say it's the widest car in the world, but it's a pretty wide car. Next is a issue that I have tremendously, just because this is a Charger. It's not a family car. It is in a way, but it's also a sports car. It's the RT, and if you guys didn't know, that stands for road and track. So you think, oh, they're going to call it a road and track car. If it's meant for the track, it's going to handle corners pretty well, have pretty good straight line speed, but the body roll is horrendous. The owner did put lowering springs on the car to fix this, and it did a little bit, but since this is like an inch higher than the RT, the body roll is that much more. So you have the SRT, just say 1 inch of wheel gap, the RT 2 inches, and then you got the RT all-wheel drive 3 inches. So it's just way bigger than the SRT, let alone the RT. And you can just turn the wheel, and I'm not exaggerating this, you get shooken around a ton. And probably when you put coils on this, it'll like deeply help this problem. But until then, the wheel gap is very, very bad, which causes tons and tons of body roll. I mean, if you just take a corner at a stoplight, you just get flung to the side. I don't know. I just don't know why they had to put the wheel gap so high on this car to cause such body roll. I guess all-wheel drive, they consider you're going to drive it in the winter, so they just rose it up so you wouldn't get stuck in snow as easy. I get that, but I don't know, I just think it's very excessive. Next is a problem that is on all cars nowadays, but it has a reason. I mean, that Audi TTS that I reviewed, it had the same problem. It only revs to 4,000 RPMs in park. Of course, when you drive, it'll go to red line, but when you're in park, you can only rev it to 4,000. And therefore, you can't get a very good exhaust note at a stop unless you go. And even in neutral, it won't do it. So you have to basically just floor the car and drive. So therefore, at a stop, you cannot redline it. So you can't get a really good crackle, a growl, or even like a two-step, just say, because it revs, like it limits at 4K. And there's good and bads about this. I mean, it's dumb that you can't really get the full potential or noise out of your car at a stop, but it also is for like the engine's protection. You know, you don't want to blow it up, just rev bombing it. And I mean, no old cars had this. This is like newer technology. So I get it. There's good and bad, but I'm just saying when you're at a light, people are like revving. I mean, you got a V8 Hemi with an exhaust system. They hear that. They're like revving. You rev it, it goes to 4,000, and people are just a little disappointed because it's not as loud as they thought, or just not even as like throaty or deep as they thought. So I don't know. For me, it's a problem. For others that understand engine protection, it might not be. Nothing like a great V8 pull. That's how it's done. But that will conclude it for today's video on 5 things I hate about the Charger RT. If you guys like this video, it'll let me know that you guys want more of this kind of content, and you want me to just keep going on with maybe Charger videos. I don't know. But as always, browse the channel if you haven't already. You might find something that you like, and subscribe for upcoming videos like this and on the Audi TT. But as always, guys, I will see you guys later or in the next video. Peace out. Draw my life video to celebrate 40,000 subscribers.